Hey lovies, welcome back to another delicious recipe, and on today's recipe we are going to be making the no oven baked Nigerian sausage roll. Yes guys, on this recipe we are not going to be using our oven to bake the sausage roll. All we need is just our stove and we are ready to bake our sausage rolls. And also I do have the oven version, do check it out, but it's just a little similar difference. Okay, so guys, let's get started with this recipe. So guys, for the full list and measurement of ingredients I'm going to be using today, do check out the description box so you can access them anytime you want to make yours. Okay, right here I have my flour, I have some butter, egg, sugar, baking powder and milk. So I will start by adding in my baking powder into the flour. I will add in the sugar, a pinch of salt, and I will use my whisk to mix this up together. So after mixing it up together, I will go ahead and add in my cold butter, and I'm going to use my hand to work on it to mix it up properly until it becomes into crumbs. So when I'm done mixing, I'm going to put in my egg, and I'm also going to use my hand to work on it. Right now I'm going to be adding in my cold milk bit by bit. If you don't like using milk on your dough, you can go ahead and use cold water. So I'm going to work on the dough until I get this strong consistency. So I'm just going to work on it for just a minute or two. So after working on the dough, you're going to see the consistency of the dough I'm going to use. You can see it's thick and strong. Yes, this is how I want my dough to look like. I'm going to transfer it into my bowl and I will wrap it up with a cling film, and I will put it in my fridge to rest while I prepare the sausage. So this is the sausage I'm going to be using. All I have to do right now is to get the sausage off the sausage wrap, and I will transfer it into another bowl. So guys, right here I have all my seasoning, which are some nutmeg powder, minced herbs, garlic powder and paprika powder. As you can see, I'm not using salt on the sausage because the sausage already comes salted and seasoned. Yeah, so I'm also going to be using some breadcrumbs, as I love the texture of breadcrumbs in my sausage. So I'm going to be using 3 tablespoons of breadcrumbs. So I'm going to use my hands to mix it up properly. And after mixing, I'm going to get a cling film, of which this is optional, but I'm just going to put the sausage on the cling film, and I'm going to roll it up to make it very easy for me when I'm going to wrap it on the dough. If you're not using this method of wrapping it in the cling film, all you have to do is just to use your spoon to scoop the sausage on the dough just the way I scoop it on my cling film. So after rolling up the sausage, I'm going to set it aside and I will get my dough out. I will sprinkle in some flour on my work surface, and I'm going to divide the dough into 2 parts. I will get my rolling pin, put in some flour on my rolling pin and I'm going to roll out the dough. So guys, after rolling out the dough, you can see the size that I roll it out. I'm going to use my knife to give the dough a very nice straight shape. So you can see the shape of the dough that I'm going to be using. All I have to do right now is to get my already rolled sausage and I will put it on the dough. And I'm going to be taking off any excess sausage off. So right here, I'm going to be using my egg wash to spread on the edges of the dough to seal it up. So I will take the bottom of the dough and I will use it to seal the sausage properly. I will make sure I seal the edge of the dough properly. You can see the way I'm doing it, and I'm going to be rolling it out. So guys, right here my dough is too much, so I'm going to divide it into two portions again, of which I'm going to put in some egg wash to seal the edge. So I'm going to use my knife to take off the excess dough and I will set it aside to make another portion. Right here, I'm just going to use my knife to cut the sausage into the desired size that I want. So you are free to cut your sausage into any size, any portion that you want. It all depends on how you like it. So I will go ahead and use the other part to roll up another sausage. So when I'm done with this part, I'm also going to cut it into the size that I want. And right now, I will transfer the sausage into my pan, which I'm going to be using to bake it in my fire. So right here, I'm using the cover of my pot and I just put in some butter to grease the pan and I add in some parchment sheet. If you don't have parchment sheet, all you have to do is spread whatever you're going to use with some butter, then you're good to go. Just add your dough and that's it. So right here, I'll put my pot on the fire and I'm going to be putting in my salt. So guys, if you watched my meat pie recipe on how to bake meat pie with fire, you will notice this was the same salt I used. So this salt is always good to use anytime you want to bake. You don't have to discard it when you're done baking. You can use it more than 10 times. So I will cover the pot and preheat it for about 5 minutes while I use my egg to brush on the meat pie to give it that nice glaze. So when I'm done brushing the egg on the dough, I'm going to transfer it into my preheated pot. So at this moment, I'm going to transfer the sausage rolls into the pot and I'm going to cover it up and allow it to bake for about 40 minutes on a medium-low heat. All you need to do at this moment is to make your fire to be on a medium-low heat, not on a high heat. So I will cover it up with my clean kitchen towel so it will trap all the heat from the pot. And in about 40 minutes time, you can notice the sausage roll is well baked and you can see how nice it came out. So guys, if you did enjoy watching this recipe, if you find it helpful, please don't forget to hit on that like button, give this video a big thumbs up and also click on that red subscribe button. Click on the bell that goes with it. That's where you will be notified anytime I post interesting and delicious recipe like this. I hope to see your comments letting me know if you find this recipe helpful. Yes, guys, as I said earlier, I hope to find a comment on the comment section letting me know if you find this recipe helpful, and also do let me know if you have any recipe that you would love me to make for you. Okay, guys, till I see you again on my next recipe, have a lovely day, have a beautiful day. Bye bye.